Recording in progress.
Morning, Sal. Morning, Sal.
Morning, so
Kunjani, Sal?
ngayifuna kodwa khona
Yo,
iqala
Sal.
qala ngomqalala ngesifuba
Sal. Yo, le
eh
weather on and off.
weather on and off.
Sal.
Siqalisa nini le physical ento interviews
I-physical iqala nge-15, Sal.
yo hayi
Next week.
mandingayi kule nto ye-awards ebenibizelwe kuso singe-14. I cannot.
Oh, Sal. Iqala nge-15 ngoLwesihlanu.
Right, let me tell you.
NgoLwesihlanu kanini 15? NgoLwesihlanu,
Eh,
Sal.
mm,
Iqala ngoLwesihlanu.
Mandixelela uma yedwa ndisukwazi. Okay, sis.
Sal. All right, Sal.
Sure, sis.
Morning, Chairperson, and all the rest.
Good morning, Honorable Member.
Morning, Chair. Good morning, colleagues.
Morning, Honorable Member.
Yeah.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, all colleagues.
Morning, Honorable Member.
Morning.
Morning, Honorable.
Morning to all.
Morning, Honorable Joseph.
Good morning, colleague. Good morning, everybody. I am counting the days to the election.
We're all saying Dezo.
Now, I support your calendar, Chairperson. Counting the days.
Yes. Good morning, honorable members and our visitors, our staff. My apology, my voice is changing of weather now. It's catching with some of us. Let me ask Solega to write the agenda. Solega. Yes, honorable members, I'm greeting you this morning again. I'm suspecting we are about to go 15 it's next door in order that we must do some other things that will be meeting physical. I'm longing to get there. I'm taking this opportunity to welcome everyone on the platform. As we are aware that today we are going to deal with this amendment bill of the South African Institute for Drug-Free Sport as an amendment bill. So today, honorable members, we are invited a oral submission, which is coming from, I'm not sure why we are saying the new LoveLife Trust. Maybe they will tell us why is it new. So, but I'm not there. We are welcoming you, the leaders from new LoveLife Trust. We've been engaging with other stakeholders. I'm suspecting this is maybe the third week that we're doing that, as we are about to finalize the bill. I would love to say to you, hoping that you will just indicate what you have read and what you have seen in the bill, whether you agree with it or want some more input or amendment. Today, I can't see our department. I can't see is SATS with us, because we always join by themselves and gallant. But nevertheless, you are welcome, and honorable members, can I get apologies, Solega?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning to you and to members and visitors as well as colleagues. Yes, Madam Chair, we do have SAIDs in the meeting. The department has not joined yet, but we did not receive any apology from them. The only apology we have, Madam Chair, is that from CATHSSETA, who is supposed to also present today, but they have requested a postponement and they will only be able to come before the committee next week. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Solega. Honorable members, those are apologies which we're having. With me, I didn't get any, and I'm suspecting the correct office is the office of Jabu and Solega. Can I ask honorable members to adopt this proposed agenda? Honorable Adams.
Good morning, Chair. And good morning once again, colleagues. I wanted to adopt the agenda as reflected. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Adams. Honorable Sibia.
Thanks, Chairperson. Greetings to everyone. I'm seconding the adoption of the agenda as it is. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. As I'm not seeing any other hand, I'm taking this opportunity to declare the agenda is adopted, and will ask Fiona to do the second point of the overview of where we are, what we've been doing, why we are here today. Fiona, thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning to you and good morning to the members and all our guests on the platform. My bit in this meeting, Chairperson, will be very brief. It's just to say where we are with the bill and actually where it's coming from and where we are at the moment. So the need for the amendment legislation goes back to October 2022, when WADA identified several provisions in the principal legislation as amended by the SAIDS Amendment Act of 2006, that are non-compliant with the WADA code. The department, in collaboration with the portfolio committee, has worked speedily on addressing these areas of non-compliance, which have consequences for South Africa, including not being able to hoist the flag or fly the national flag at certain sporting events. In response to WADA's finding, the SAID's amendment bill was drafted with proposed amendments to certain sections of the legislation. And in November last year, the amendment bill was tabled in Parliament and referred to the committee, and the joint tagging mechanism within Parliament subsequently tagged the bill as a Section 75 bill. So the bill has now been with the portfolio committee since December 2023, and the committee resolved to process the bill in line with constitutional prescripts, which includes public participation, which is partly why we are here today. To date, the committee has heard submissions from SAIDS, SARU, SASCOC, the National Treasury, Bodybuilding South Africa, Athletics South Africa, and I think that's about it, Chairperson. I think I will leave it at that. I won't take up any more of the committee's time. So thank you so much, Chairperson.
Thank you so much, Fiona. That's the basis of us being here. And I'm suspecting it's a national issue that everyone who's part of this department, part of a sport fraternity, were aware that we nearly not fly our flag high during national, international World Rugby because of this piece of legislation which we are amending, and we envisage to do and finish this legislation this month of March. So can I now saying that I'm giving the leadership of the new LoveLife, and maybe if we can be told why he's saying new. Thank you so much. The one who's going to lead can just introduce who is here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is Doreen Kosi. I'm the acting CEO of LoveLife. And I'm joined by Joseph Rasete, who's the head of programs and operations at LoveLife. And we are also joined by Jongisizwe May, who is actively involved and coordinate all the 9 provinces within South Africa on the active lifestyles. So these are the colleagues who actually do the work. Madam Chairperson, maybe let's just start by thanking the portfolio committee for seeing fit for LoveLife to add its voice on these very important discussions. As LoveLife, we have been following the discussions on this important amendment bill, and we are hoping that all of us within the sporting fraternity, particularly because under the Department of Science, Arts and Culture, LoveLife is in collaboration with the department and the communities across South Africa. So we're hoping that we will be able to take this amended bill to the final logical conclusion and be able to hoist our flags in important gatherings, particularly at an international level, because it's important trying to build a society in social cohesion. So it's important for us to see our own flag flight in all these important gatherings. So having said that, Madam Chairperson, I'm going to hand over. Okay, so the new LoveLife is I act as the CEO currently because we are looking for a CEO, but I chair the board. So it's called New Love Life because legally that's how it was registered. But we've been the Love Life, as everybody might be aware, we've been in existence for just over 25 years now. And the work that we do in communities has been tried and tested, and we are not new, definitely, but it's how it's registered legally. So we refer to it officially as LoveLife Trust. But otherwise, it's not a new name. It hasn't been revised or anything. It's just how it's recorded and registered in the books. So I'm going to hand over to Joseph, Madam Chairperson, without wasting time, who's just going to take us through what our voice is in as far as this amended bill is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kosi. Thank you for the clarification. As I was surprised because these 25 years I've been in this committee, knowing you, knowing the New Love Life and their work on the ground. Thank you for clarification, Joseph.
Thanks, Madam.
Joseph. Mr. CATHSSETA.
Madam, maybe he's struggling. He's actually traveling to represent Love Life on an international conference or summit in Botswana. So he's connecting from the airport. Maybe Jongi, can you just take over, please, so that we don't waste too much time?
Thank you so much.
Just share your screen, Jongi, and then go through. It's a very short presentation, Madam Chair, because we didn't want to waste time of this portfolio committee. Jongi?
Yes, can you hear me, CEO?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning,
Yes, we can see the presentation. Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning, colleagues, and good morning to Madam Chair. As indicated by the acting CEO, my name is Jongisizwe May. I'm the active lifestyle for LoveLife in terms of this unit that is being funded by the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. I think the CEO has indicated that we are very grateful for the opportunity and the involvement, by the committee for us to come and share any inputs around the South African Institution for Drug-Free Sports Amendment Bill. And we had received the invite, and we welcome the invite definitely. We also went through the bill that has been, is currently being amended. So we had a brief presentation on the side, which maybe just that will help us to take through what we went through on the document. And I know it will feel like we are repeating ourselves, but it's something that we currently went through. And we would like to say thank you to Fiona for the work that has been done so far on the bill itself, and to the committee at large. And I think it's definitely a national it's one of those national importance that we engage on these matters and we find a common ground on it. So I'll just go quickly. I won't be long, colleagues. I think the first slide speaks to our submissions to the actual calling. So LoveLife endorsement, the first one would be LoveLife is in full support of the proposed amendments to the South African Institution for Drug-Free Sports Amendment Bill. The amended bill will ensure that the country is compliant with the World Anti-Doping Agency and obviously meet the global standards. The endorsements of the amendments is based on the following amendment that we went through. When we first look at the amendment of Section 10 of Act 14 of 1977, Section 10 of the Principal Act is hereby amended. The organization and the LoveLife, when we went through, we kind of felt like these amendments are fit, and I would say based on those gray areas that WADA have identified and has asked the SACE colleagues to work on those documents. When we went through the document, we find that these are definitely fitting in terms of the wording, how it has been placed. I know in the previous bill, there was a bit of a shady part when it came to The second one, which is D, to promote and ensure the adoption of a centralized doping control program. I think that's more, it helps us with more clarity of who is in the Republic, who is running the program. So I think that in light of that, we are in full agreement with that amendment. And then the following subsection, the institution shall operate independently, but may cooperate with SASCOG and SRSA. I think that was the previous, I think the shortened version where we refer to the SRSA, to the department, is in line as to where the merge has happened with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture now being known as that. So we are in full agreement of that CATHSSETA. And then we went to the amendment of Section 11 of Act 14, 1997. I mean, the bold lines there, we are definitely, as the organization at LoveLife, we are in full support of that amendment of Section 11 of Act 14 of 1997, after we have gone through, obviously looking at the Principal Act being amended. So we went through the document and we are in full agreement of those changes, Chairperson. And then we went to the amendment of Section 11 of Act 14 of 1997, where indeed they say by the substitution for paragraph of subsection 2 of the following paragraph, ensure that there is a process for all athletes with documented medical conditions required the use of prohibited substance or method may to request a therapeutic use of exemption, provided that such request shall be evaluated by the Therapeutic Use Exemption Committee in accordance with the international standards for therapeutic use, provided further that the institution shall supply promptly a report in writing to the WADA, such as granting the therapeutic use exemption. So then the following would be the one that are being lined up to by the insertion after subsection 2 of the subsection 2A. A request contemplated in subsection 2 shall be evaluated by the Therapeutic Use Exemption Committee in accordance with the international standards for therapeutic use exemption referred to in the code, and the institution shall promptly report in writing to the WADA any therapeutic use exemption granted in respect of a request contemplated in subsection. So the last one, I think, when the re-appeal of Section 11 to 11C of Act 14, we looked at the entire document where the Section 11A, 11 and 11C of the Principal Act hereby is replaced. So we are in full agreement with what the colleagues have done so far in the documents, especially in the re-appeal, and also the subsection and the amendment of the other elements in the bill. Subsection of Section 17 of Act 14 of 1997. The following section is hereby substituted for Section 17 of the Principal Act, the appeals. This is hereby established an independent board which shall be known as the Anti-Doping Appeal Board. The appeal board shall consist of 9 members appointed by the minister possessing special knowledge and expertise relevant to doping. And the second one would be the minister shall, on the recommendation of the institution and SASCOG, appoint at least 3 persons from the members referred to in subsection 1, be to hear and decide upon appeals against decision made in terms of Article 13 of Code where appropriate. And then the B, the number of persons appointed by the minister to hear and decide upon an appeal shall consist of an even number. So those, I think going through all the document, I mean, it speaks to the subsection of 17 of Act 14, and the colleagues, we had went through the document, and we feel as the organization that the work that has been done to amend the bill and so that it fits the global standards. It's from our front in terms of submitting today to the committee. We are in full agreement, to the work that has been done so far. So I don't want to, drag. I think the chairperson also indicated that there's something happening on the 15th, and colleagues would want to, but we'll definitely share the presentation. But in a nutshell, we are in full agreement with what has been done so far, and we definitely we kind of like saw the consequences when during the World Cup, where the Springboks were, had to play with the flags down. So we definitely feel that it's in a good approach where we are amending the bill so that it meets the global standards of water. So with that being said, Chairperson, I'll stop there so that if there's any clarity or questions, then we can open to that. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Madam Chair. Thank you very much. This concludes our presentation. We took this approach, Madam Chair, so that it's on record, so that our approval or our support of the recommendations are well documented. And as we conclude, we really appreciate the opportunity, and we thank you. Actually, we thank the committee and all those who have been involved in ensuring that these amendments, actually, because we looked at the old bill and we looked at the amendments, and we felt there's clarity. So there's nobody who can turn around and say this bill is still ambiguous. And we are appreciative of the fact that the efforts you'll be making within the sports fraternity, we support all of those efforts. And as LoveLife, please do call on us to support any other efforts that you might just be embarking on, because we are on the ground, we are in work with communities. We've actually shared some of this work with the communities even before we received the amendments, because we've been following this. And we feel that as LoveLife actually will replicate or will take lessons from this amendment bill, and in all our small efforts within the communities, will replicate some of the amendments, because they are relevant. We work on substance abuse, particularly in communities, and we feel that some of the issues that are raised in the amendments themselves, we can literally import them into the work that we do every day. Having said that, Madam Chairperson, thank you very much, and members and all colleagues, thank you very much for the opportunity again. We are available as the organization to help wherever we can, because we are on a daily basis within communities. We understand what they want. We know what is needed particularly, and we are available to help. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kosi. And thank you to Jonge also. It was precise, and the way you presented, it showed that really your support is not just a support. You support something that you understand. Honorable members, this is the presentation of our new LoveLife, and as we are hearing them, that they are still available since 25 years. They've been with this department. So can I now call upon the honorable members to say something about the presentation? Honorable members.
Chairperson Dennis Joseph here. Sorry that I'm not raising my hand. I'm trying to raise my hand. But
okay, Honorable Dennis and Honorable Adams.
Chairperson, thank you very much, and welcome the presentation. Chairperson, I think, unfortunately, I've never had sight on the presentation. It's indicate that LoveLife has done a lot of work in compiling this presentation. I just want to ask two things, Chairperson. I've actually got 3 points. The one is the comment, and it went a bit fast through the screens, but the comment about the medical conditions on the athletes. I just wanted to know whether LoveLife or the feels that the athletes need more protection. I wasn't just too clear on that paragraph what they were saying. And then when they say the institution in inverted commas, where I saw in the paragraphs, I assume that they do refer to SETS as the institution. For now, is it only there are two questions for clarity. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Joseph. Honorable Adams. Honorable Adams.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning to all on the platform. Chairperson, I just wanted to say that we appreciate as the committee the presentation from LoveLife, and we are really appreciate also the fact that LoveLife is still alive after 25 years and that they take part in this bill processes. And we thank the fact that they come this morning and present to us their presentation. But we also are very thankful for the fact that they are in agreement with the draft of this bill so far. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Adams. Any other hand? I don't see any other hand. Can I give it back to New LoveLife, Kosi and Jongi to respond in the two questions raised by Honorable Joseph? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I will start and then Jongi can come in. I just want to refer back to my conclusion where I was saying we are in agreement with all the amendments because we feel they are clear. So we don't necessarily feel there's any further protection because in our opinion, we have seen what happened in the past. We've seen how some athletes at an international or on an international platform were accused of certain transgressions. So we feel the amendment as it stands currently, we are in support. So from our perspective, there's no extra security for them because the amendment is very clear. So I don't know if you want to come in.
Yeah, thank you so much, Acting CEO. Thank you for the question. From my front, there's two questions there from Honorable Dennis Joseph. The first one is the medical condition of the athletes. Definitely, we are saying, and we are not imposing or we're not adding, we are just reiterating what has been said, that the bill definitely does protect the athletes. We have seen and we have read what it covers there on the bill when it comes to the athletes. So we are in full agreement of that the bill should be or should act as an agent of protecting the athletes as well in terms of conducting these doping or anti-doping activities. And I will want to commend as well to say in that, because at this level, at an NGO level, we are definitely involved with national school sport championships, whether it's winter, it's summer, it's autumn, and we have seen the visibility of SACE at these national games, and we've been working hand in hand with them in terms of educating the athletes about the importance of, the doping elements, no to substance enhancement and so on. So we are definitely in that part where we are advocating for the protection of athletes. As I would say we start as early as the school sport championship and all the way to federations where we have engaged or be part of this discussion where we are saying bills are there and are meant to protect, the athletes as well. And the second question was around the institution. Yes, we are referring to SACE as the institution in that document. Those are the two questions, Chair, that I wanted to just respond as Honorable Davis has questioned. Thank you.
Thank you to both of you. In that note, can I also come back to you saying that we don't need even our legal advisor to say something. And I've seen now that there is a representation of a department if I'm not mistaken, can I check who is in here from the department? Whilst we want to check, they are just observers. Anyone from a department? Solega. If not,
Madam Chair, I did see Mr. Rally BP, but I'm not sure if he's still on the platform.
Okay, no, but even so, I did see Nam then, but honorable members, can I take on behalf of you to thank New Love Life about your commitment in doing the development which you are all interested as this committee, that especially in areas where there's nothing, we do have information as this committee, some of your work that we are doing. But furthermore, if the incoming committee will want to engage and to talk to you from where they are coming, maybe need your services, they are allowed to do that, because some of us we've done, as some of us, it's our last term and last day with you in this meeting. Thank you so much for your good work that we have been doing for this past 25 years. On those words, we are releasing you. We still have something to do, as you have seen the agenda. Thank you, Kosi, Jongi, and the rest.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and all the best as you are taking this process further up to the conclusion of the admission and passing of this bill. Thank you very much once again for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, so we are releasing New Love Life, will be remaining with the next item in the agenda. We are thanking also our legal advisor who's always been with us, the Gallant, Femi Gallant, thanking the Love Life, the Saints who's always been here. Today, this honorable member was having so many committees. He is with us, Honorable Jafta. Thank you so much. When you have time out of your busy schedule of Parliament, that you always join this committee. So, can you flight the first minutes in order that we must deal with?
Madam Chair, I was thinking maybe we can quickly look at the program as well as the program for the interviews, just to go through it, Madam Chair, before we do the minutes.
You're right. I've forgotten you did say so. Honorable members, we are seeing today that this is the fifth. Our CATHSSETA apologize. We're just finishing a new Love Life. And then on Monday, we are going to have those submission of the people who are still outstanding. I'm suspecting the CATHSSETA itself. And I was asking to the Secretariat, they were saying on Monday we did get this. We are granted the permission. As you know that you can't just have a meeting on Monday without having a permission from the House Chairperson. And then on the Tuesday, again, submission or oral return to Department of Sports and Culture, consideration adoption of minutes. 13, as we are seeing, return what is going to be happening, return submission. Those are still virtual. And then up, can you go up? Yes. It's a long day. 14 March, we're taking 17 to 20. It's because of the plenaries, okay? And then on the 15th, honorable members, we wanted to remind you that the 15, 16, 17, these meetings are physical, honorable members. And I don't think so there's any other thing. We wanted to remind honorable members about the processes on our program. There's nothing new except that we wanted that we must remind our good selves. Thank you, Soleka. Honorable members, we were just wanting that we must remind you about the processes and what next now. With that, honorable members, if you don't want to say something which is really, it was just reminding you, luminous language expertise. Okay, no, this is, I'm suspecting, so you need, if you didn't, you need to give it to the members. This is very important what we are fighting here, that we must know exactly the program of the 15. As we are seeing, I'm suspecting as the members, we're still waiting from Fiona researchers that will be providing members with the necessary guidelines, questions. So as we are aware that when we are going for interviews, we have standard questions, but other questions are emerging from doing more of some question that we want to put more questions out of the guidelines of the questions that will be given by our researchers and research and content advice. As I'm speaking, I'm looking what we are doing. So honorable members, this is what the Secretariat wanted, that we must take through your good self, but hopefully that this information is going to go to the members. But the questions will be getting on the day, because we want to be maybe professional. When you get there, all the logistics, the Secretariat will do that. Fortunately, not today, and I know that they are ready. Okay, so can now put on the minutes. The minutes of 13 February. Honorable members, these are our minutes of the 13th.
Chairperson Dennis Joseph, move for the adoption of the minutes of 13 February.
Thank you, Honorable Zondi.
Yes, Chair. Thank you. Firstly, Chair, good morning to you and the honorable members on the platform. The first one, Chair, I want to note and accept the program. Is it adjusted or is it updated? Oh, Nali Kamelrad. Updated program. On the lighter note, Chair, nithi go next week siholile singayikhonkasela imibuso yethu futhi singayikodla imali siholile. That is on the lighter note, but we accept and note the program. And then to Zone team yakhe. Chair, on the minutes, I want 2 seconds, Honorable Joseph. Thank you.
Honorable Malomane.
Thank you, Chair. I wanted to second. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, honorable members, siholile kuziwe emsebenzini ngoba siholile. Thank you. Minutes are adopted. The 16th set of minutes. Oh, thank you so, honorable members.
Chairperson, just a question.
Yes.
I move for the adoption of the minutes, but this with a question that I'm sure that this names here listed is exactly the same names listed on the program that we were given for the interviews. I'm just sure that it is verified, that it matches the interview list as the earlier amended program were given to us. Thank you, but I move for the adoption, Chairperson.
We are noting what you are asking. Honorable Joseph propose the moving of adoption of these minutes. Honorable Malomane.
Thank you, Chair. Greetings to everyone. I'm seconding the adoption of the minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Malomane. Can we have other minutes? They were not only 2, so yeah. Honorable members, these are minutes of the 20th of February. Can we look at the minutes and adopt them? Honorable members, I'm putting these minutes to you, Honorable Zondi, that we must say and adopt them.
I move that the minutes are adopted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chairperson?
Honorable Van Dijk.
Chairperson, I second.
Thank you, Honorable Fante.
Chairperson.
Yes, Honorable Joseph.
Yeah, no, Chairperson, thank you for the opportunity. Just on the first page, next to my name, it says alternate. I think it's just the old word that has jumped back into the system. So just that alternate should be removed. The minutes is fine. Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay, correct
Noted,
that.
noted, Madam Chair, we will remove it.
Yes, please. Yeah. The minutes of the 21st. Honorable members, these are set of minutes of the 21st.
Chairperson, Dennis Joseph.
Yes, Honorable Joseph.
I move for the adoption with the adjustment of the alternate next to my name. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Joseph. Honorable Malomane.
Thank you, Chair. I'm seconding with the amendment of the corrections of the alternative on Honorable Joseph. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Thank you. The minutes are in order. Okay. Solega. Honorable members, can we look at the set of minutes of the 22nd of February?
Okay.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
on the apologies, I just wish to indicate that Mrs. Van Dijk's name was not registered in the meeting, but she later sent an email because she had received an email with the cancellation of the meeting, which is why she did not attend that meeting. And we have accepted her explanation, Madam Chair. That is why her name is on the list of apologies. Thank you, Madam Chair.
honorable members, that's special to the honorable member. That's the explanation. On that day when we were in the meeting, we were just also the cancellation, but the cancellation was sent whilst we were just in the meeting continuing. We do understand what you're saying. So, Honorable Sondi.
Yes, Chair. I move that the minute be adopted.
Honorable Malomane.
Thank you, Chair. I'm seconding the adoption of the minutes.
Thank you, honorable members. Thank you. So I'm suspecting that was not it the last 22, 21, 22, 23. Honorable members, this is one other set of minutes on the 23rd of February. We are just working tirelessly, honorable members. Treasure. Can we adopt the minutes of presentation by Treasurer, Honorable Malomane and Honorable Adams?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move for the adoption of the minutes as a true reflection as presented.
Thank you, Honorable Malomane. Honorable Adams.
Honorable Chairperson, I second on the adoption of the minutes of 23rd of February. I thank you.
Thank you. The minutes are adopted. Honorable members, so the minutes of 27 Boxing South Africa is
Chairperson, Dennis, Joseph.
yes, Honorable
Chairperson, I want to move for the adoption of the minutes, and at the same time also at this point want to acknowledge the work of the content advisor, our researcher, and all our administrative staff that make our work so successful. This committee. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Joseph. Honorable Adams.
Thank you, Chairperson. I wanted to second on the proposal of Honorable Joseph for the adoption of the minutes of 27th of February. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable members. The minutes are adopted. I'm sorry, Honorable members. I'm having a flu, suspecting I'm irritating you. Solega.
That is all, Madam Chair.
Yes. Honorable members, hoping that you are seeing the importance of you being in this committee and taking this work very serious. You are attending, you are contributing. Never mind that you are going for election, but we need to be part of the committee. We need to contribute. I'm appreciating honorable members. By then, I want to thank you, honorable members, saying that according to agenda, you see what next that you are going to do, that we are going even to have a meeting on Monday, which is, we are granted that permission. This meeting is urgent.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you all.
Malibongwe.
Bravo.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chair.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Chair.
Thank you to our staff. They are doing this excellent job.
Working staff.
Yes.
Yeah, working staff.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Your team is working very hard. Thank you.
Thank you so much.